radius nicer, it'll hit the high points. Then I might move my file up so I have some, and then I'm kind of cleaning it with my fingers here as I kind of go at the same time, accomplishing a couple of things here. And then the idea is to go far enough that the guy disappears. So I'm doing what's called a local repair right now. And I got to maintain the radius. So now I'm actually down below where the damage was because I got to maintain that profile. I got to take meat off down here as well too. Alex is going to appreciate us putting a ditch in his prop here. Okay, so now I'm going to pretend I've got the scratch all out. There's still a little bit of a scratch there, but then because I got all those file marks in there now, I need to sand the thing. And again, you don't want the sandpaper going across this way. You want to work the sandpaper also lengthwise with the blade. It would be funner to go this way, but there's a real temptation to do that. Now you can see even on here I'm a little bluntish, more blunt. I lost a little bit of the curve there. So in reality I probably did need to file down here more to maintain the profile I was after.
Okay, yeah.
So you kind of see how there was a little bit of bluntness there when I first did it?
Yeah, because from this side I can even see like right here where it's still not. You can see a shape of where the...
Right. The local repair will never come out as good as a... But, you know, if you got a fairly new blade that's got whole lane paint all the way up here, I don't want to be carving that paint off of there. I just want to get the repaired area. So I'll get back to this guy. Now, like I say, you got all that file marks and stuff you got to get out of there. And the idea is you want to go with you know, a fairly coarse grit and kind of work down. Sandpaper, you know, on its own does tend to kind of smooth out a little bit.
What size sandpaper are we going to use?
Generally, this one's 180, so you want somewhere in the 180 to 240 range. Anyway, that's kind of the basic idea. Yeah, they might even find some smoother stuff. Well, in fact, that's really smooth because that's all worn out. But you can still see some little bit of file marks in there. So those little file marks would be unacceptable that you're taking out of there. So you want to keep going until your file marks are all out of there. This actually needs to be rounded a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and go that way a little bit.
How much pressure were you putting on the file? 15 minutes.
Enough to cut it and get the job done. Because I'm going to stop short a little bit on this one, because you can see how as I'm working it, I'm starting to get that I'm down to just a little bit of file mark right there at the spot. So it's almost just about another 2 minutes of sanding here, and I would be almost perfect on that thing. Okay, I'm going to pretend I got it done. And then I would finish up with the Scotch-Brite. As I smoothed it up. So you can see how I still had just a little bit of the nick left there.
And I can see
and a little bit of file marks right there in that center. But you can see how it's starting to smooth up.
Yeah.
But I left those on purpose so we could see what we don't want to leave in there.
Ooh, who farted?
Oh, is the demo over now?
Who farted? Who?
Yeah. No, who didn't?